Yo, folks, hi, welcome to another live stream. Hi, guys, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Awesome. Uh, Good weekend, new week ahead. Let's see what Bitcoins or cryptocurrency market is gonna do. This week is gonna be like a little interesting because of like the GBTC share is gonna be unlocked. There's been a lot of talk about GBTC shares going unlocked, but yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you are all doing well. Before we move ahead, don't forget to like, share, whatever you want to do. Do follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you want to like just have fun, random chats, and let's move into like the market watch. And if you are feeling like there's a background noise, just I apologize a lot. And I'm using a new microphone today, so let me know how this works. There's been a lot of rain going on, so yeah, don't. So yeah, so if we see the market cap is quite low, like relatively, it's 1127. Bitcoin is still hovering around this range between like 30 to 42. It's still on that in the lower end of that range. Ethereum is like it's holding 1900 quite well, to be honest. Like I thought like if it dropped to 1900 it would go like between 40 and 50, but it's been holding 1900 quite well. And if you see the Bitcoin dominance has been just like it's close to 40%, as it's close to 50%, as it was close to 40%. So it's been rising up, climbing. Volume, see the volume, the volume, see the volume. It's 48 billion. Very, very, very low. Like I have not seen like this lowest I saw was 35, but this is quite low, to be honest. And if we see the gas fees, oh, it's quite low. I will do the transaction. I have to do a transaction. It's been a long time, so yeah, I will do that right like just after I end the stream. So let's see the top gainers. Like top gainers are Sia Coin, Algorand, and okay. So if you guys have not seen the yesterday's podcast, it took a long time to like shoot, edit this. I would highly recommend you see in this, like this is the one that I'm referring to. We did a total deep dive of like Algorand, and as a crypto newbie, because Devansh is a crypto totally newbie. So we sorry guys, Pikachu tone just put me on. Yeah, so we did a total deep dive of Algorand, like why they are the 100x crypto gem no one is looking at. It took a long time, and it was a fun experience like to do this after a long time, because I have been not doing podcast for like almost a couple of months. So it was quite good to do this after a long time, and I would recommend you to guys have a look. It's you guys are giving like great feedback. It has been like it's one of the biggest like it's one of my most viewed video like in the last 6 months, let's just say that. So yeah, so I did an Algorand, so it feels good like Algorand is in the this one, but yeah, but nothing much. And if you see the top losers, Axis Infinity, like don't see like 17% down. It took a run for like it was on a 500% run in the last like couple of months. So yeah, so if you see the pump, see the pump. So it's not a big thing to like if it dumps a little bit. The pump was up. The pump was too much. So yeah. So what else? So right now, I don't know if I want to share this right now, or maybe I do like the next video. But I've been accumulating a lot of like Polkadot, like under 13. I've been accumulating Polkadot, Solana at this price, and Chainlink. So like these are like my big caps that I'm including, and the mid cap that I'm including, and Polygon, a lot of Polygon, a lot of VeChain and Theta. I've been accumulating a lot. Like these are like I've been accumulating these. Then Aave, Terra. What else? Like in the top 100, these. Not Tezos, but Compound. I've been accumulating GRT, a lot of GRT. Like I'm a graph developer, so yeah. So I need that just like to migrate my subgraphs. And just to prove you guys I'm a graph developer, I'm gonna show you a POAP. So it's kind of an NFT which like the organizer organized. So you can see it, this is right here. Yeah. So I'm a graph developer. So yeah, accumulating graph Kusama. I'm accumulating Kusama Chili's, a great like NFT play, and I think see the Chili's like how much they have pumped in the last year, almost 1,000%. So yeah, Chili's is the one. I'm thinking of like accumulating more Decentraland, but I don't know. Like these were these were the things. So before we like jump into like what the thumbnail, like what the thumbnail suggests, I want to just talk about like the CBDC, the yuan, the digital yuan of China. So they are doing a test run of it. So I just want to like refer to. Okay, so give me a sec. Like I think the quality is quite low, so I'm just gonna. Yeah. So there's been a report came out yesterday or like a couple of days ago. So the total value of transaction using the China's bank digital currency CBDCs, the digital yuan, they reached a total of 34.5 billion yuan, or almost $5 billion by the end of June. So they also said that the CBDC that they use, they are compatible with smart contracts, which I'm assumed like most of the CBDC that I've been most of the countries are looking into, they are not smart contract programmable. So it's like I can see like China is far ahead of like the CBDC game. If they're the CBDC are smart contract usable, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And if you don't know what smart contract is, do watch the Algorand podcast. I deep dive into like what smart contract means. So the total value of transaction was around 70.75 million, spreading across 21 personal wallets and 3.5 million wallets. So these are like their initial users, and I want to talk about like how they distributed the wallet. So that's an interesting thing. Like that's a very fascinating thing. I did not like. It never occurred to me like how they did. So the digital yuan wallet is a tiered based system, and the amount of personal information that you give to the government, the more like access you can have. So users are able to like open least privilege account. So I can open a CBDC like a digital yuan, and I don't have to provide any information. I can still use, but there are like I cannot access all of the things. So they have mentioned like. So users will be able to open least privileged wallet by default without providing any personal information, and when they upgrade by sharing their private information, they will be unlocked features, which is like kind of makes sense with a country like China, because they are like communism society. They want all of your information, so they are promoting like you can upgrade if you want privacy, you can upgrade, but you're gonna have less features, which I think is like it's good. So they are providing you an option. If you want to use these features, this is the deals. This is the game that you have to play. So I was like fascinating by this story. So they're still in the trial period, and the trial planned for like 2020 Beijing Winter Olympics. So yeah, so they are like unmanned vans, self-servicing vending machines, supermarkets, payment gloves, payment badges. They will all be like you can buy from a digital one. Quite fascinating. So the thing that like it's like you have to read along the lines. They have been researching this for almost like 4 or 5 years, and like since 2018 they have been like into like researching the CBDCs, and they are still in the trial period, and the trial period ends in like if ends successfully in 2020, and then it will take like almost 6 months to like broad scale or like scale this thing. So any country that is thinking like they can do this in a small amount of time, it's not possible at all. It's just not possible. So yeah, just want to mention that. So they have also mentioned there is no timetable for the launch of central bank digital currencies. So yeah, so but the tier system, I like that. So they have doing a lot of like volume. The volume is quite good. If you see 70 million, if the market cap is 5 billion, so almost like 20%, not 20%, less than 20%, 18, 17%. So yeah, I think it's quite good. What they have been doing. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna open up my air conditioner. It's quite warm, quite humid here. It's India, guys. So yeah. So another thing that I want to, yeah. So let's talk. There are a couple of stories that I want to talk about Bitcoin, and then I'm going to talk about the NFTs thing that I'm going to talk about. There are a couple of stories that I want to share with you guys, which is like very bullish as a person who has been involved in NFTs, working with an NFT platform. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, I work like I kind of like contribute to an NFT platform which is called as Doing Good, where every transaction helps in doing good, in literally doing good. So yeah. So let me put this. So yeah, Doing Good. This is the website you can go. So the screen is just to give me a sec. So yeah. So Doing Good. We're gonna launch shortly. So yeah. Just want to mention that, but before that, let me put it back in this format. Yeah. So the Bitcoin is like a report came up like Bitcoin will be like the predominant global finance by 2015, and I cannot agree more. And 2050 is like every country, but I think like the world, like the first world country like US, Europe, Japan, it might be this decade, like 2030, and they have seen like Bitcoin is becoming the dominant force in global finance by 2050, according to 54% of the panelists. Like 50% for sure, 40% say it will never happen. So there's two kind of things, but majority says like yeah. So they have termed it a thing like hyper Bitcoinization in study, like it could occur as early as 2035, and I think like if India does that by 2035, we are too late to the game. It's like we will be in the 20 years. By 2050 we will be just catching up like all of the information, because we are still catching up to all of the information. I feel like we are still catching up. Like I've been still catching up what this means, this project, this, and I feel like it's quite interesting. Give me a sec. I'm gonna close my windows. I think there's a lot of noise coming from here. Give me a sec, guys. So yeah. So now the noise might be less. Yeah. So adoption by the developing world is seen as a key driver, with 33% of the respondents, one third of the respondents saying Bitcoin will become the currency of the choice in developing nations such as India within 10 years, and 21% says it will take more than 10 years, and I can agree on that. Like it can take like more than 10 years. It's that like time frame. It could take more than or less than that, but by 2035 all of the things might be clear. So yeah, so this is what I want to say. Like a study showed like Bitcoin might be the predominant global currency by 2025, and researchers are saying that. And one thing I want to mention, like this is an 2.5 minute clip. So BlockFi is a company that you can earn interest on your crypto. So you just deposit your crypto. Like if your crypto is sitting in your like exchange, like let's say CoinSwitch or like whatever else, like rather than sitting on that, you should deposit your money in. You should deposit your money and you can earn interest on that. So you can earn as an up to 8.6% interest APY from stable coins. Like if you have USDC stable coin or this, you can earn interest on that. So you just have to use their app, and you can earn interest on that. And you can earn interest on like they have lot of things. So like they have, give me a sec. So you can earn interest on Bitcoin. Okay, this has not been logging up. Yeah, but you can earn interest on like Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of your cryptocurrency. So this is one of the ways you can earn interest using your crypto. You can earn passive interest. So yeah, so if you see like GUSD, Bitcoin, so yeah, so you can earn interest. It's a passive income source. So what the co-founders say, this is very fascinating. This is very fascinating. So they are launching a Bitcoin credit card. And it's just fascinating, like how the adoption of Bitcoin credit card is much more than the traditional credit card fintech company. Just watch this interview, and I'm gonna like decode all of the things.
But if we can, by talking about this credit card, exactly what it empowers users to do, and if that means you do think the price has settled down enough already for this to be a genuine currency and medium of exchange.
It's great to see you again, Wilfred, and I am ecstatic about the launch of our credit card. When you're building products as a founder, you always have an idea from the inside of how successful your product will be, and it doesn't really get proven out until it hits the market. And as of today, we're seeing 50% conversion rates and 70% approval ratings on our credit card, and almost 80% transaction ratings on people actually using this card. And when you compare that to typical fintech credit cards, that's a 10x better waitlist conversion and 2x better credit approval. So what does this all mean? It means that yes, our clients and BlockFi agree that Bitcoin is an amazing reward to earn. And the way the credit card works, it's just like any other card. You spend it, except instead of miles, you get crypto as rewards. And the bottom line at BlockFi is that we want to do one thing. We want to make it easier for you to earn crypto.
So it's all about earning crypto as opposed to transacting in crypto.
Exactly, and really that's what we hear from our clients. So you noted that there's a lot of price volatility, and most of the people that are investing in Bitcoin today ultimately believe that it's going to be worth more a year ago than it was today. And so for comparison, you mentioned that the price of Bitcoin fell 20% this year. That's right, but it's also important to note that at this time last year, one Bitcoin was worth $9,000, and that's close to a 4x return. And so people who are investing today don't want to spend their crypto, and it's much more enticing to be able to earn it passively as another source of income.
So up to this point, he mentioned two great points. So the people who literally own the cryptocurrency, or like who believe in that, they don't want to spend that because they believe this is going to be the future currency, and they want to accumulate more because that's what everyone wants, buying more Bitcoin. So instead of buying more, you can earn cryptocurrency by using a credit card. And they have also mentioned like the acceptance, like the percentage of the waitlist folks who get the credit card in BlockFi as well as other traditional firms. In BlockFi it's much higher because the people who are already on BlockFi, they are crypto folks, so they already want to earn more crypto, as simple as that. And I've applied for BlockFi and I'm like still amazed I did not get any response because I'm in India. I can understand that, but this is one of the amazing ways you can earn. Like instead of getting that trash airline miles, you can earn crypto, especially Bitcoin, which is much more valuable. So just like see what the ending is.
What do you make, Flory, of the fact that trading volume dropped 40% in June across the major exchanges for Bitcoin, for cryptos?
So there's definitely been a lot of price stability over the summer, and I think that right now what we expect to see in the sector is that we're going to be in a long-term growth mode. And what that means is that companies that are going to continue to build products that add value for clients are going to do extremely well. And at BlockFi, one thing that we experienced at the beginning of this year is in January and February, we had 2 months of 50% month-over-month growth back-to-back. And that's extremely challenging to keep up with. And so we see price stability as a time.
So they mentioned from like a company business perspective. So they are, I don't know why my quality is like this bad, but yeah. So they are mentioning like the price perspective. So from a business perspective, they are saying like if the price is stable, because of all of the hype that came around earlier, the companies cannot handle the they were not able to handle the pressure or like the new upcoming folks. But now, because like the price is stable, all of the new folks, there's not much hype around. The people who want to be involved in crypto, they are still, but like who cannot handle the prosperity, they have gone. So they mentioned like this is the time phase, like this accumulation, which I and other folks call the accumulation phase of Bitcoin. They are saying that this is the best time for a company to provide more value to the customer, to growth. So in January 15, they were getting 50% month over, which is a big value. So it's an opportunity. So they see as a future, and Bitcoin credit card is just amazing thing, and I would love to see that in India as well. I don't know why I don't think so it's gonna happen anytime soon, because like the regulation and stuff, the exchanges are having issues, and Bitcoin credit card it's just on another level. So yeah, so just want to discuss that, and let's go on the topic that this channel we talk about two of the biggest things. Like we talk about CBDC, like what is happening around the CBDC ecosystem, and NFTs, and some DeFi and stuff. Like DeFi and stuff, I feel like the audience is like still not educated enough that I can explore more. Like I want to explore more DeFi, but like the audience is not quite that like mature to talk about. Yeah, so just talking about Dolce & Gabbana to launch high fashion inspired NFT collection in Venice. So this week, the Italian luxury fashion house founded in 1985 has announced that the firm is launching an NFT collection, and the NFT collection is called as DG Genesee, if I'm pronouncing that right. So the fashion brands and like big brand names are coming into NFT space. So we have seen like Warner Bros, UFC, Deloitte Motor Company, Playboy, MLB, Time, and US all are jumping into the NFT on board, and this provides like the high fashion brands. This is providing like a big update for that. So on July 14, the popular fashion brand and Italian luxury fashion house Dolce & Gabbana explained that they are joining the NFT craze too. They have created a lot of products, clothes, perfume, but this will be the first time they are launching an NFT product. So yeah, so they said that the first ever Alta Moda NFT exclusive collection in partnership with luxury marketplace UNXT. So UNXT is a luxury NFT marketplace, which is like, if you see the website, it just like, it feels like luxurious. Like the website looks luxurious. So yeah, so if you see, like I've put a website. See the website. Like it's simple. You just reserve your spot. See the animation. Like to me, it looks like luxury. Like they are in the space where like luxury is a thing, where people who feel like they can afford, so that's why they want to afford. But this like the animation, you can reserve your spot in line. So yeah, if I want, I can reserve my spot in line. It's easy. So yeah, it's so easy. So just want to mention like so the drop will be between August 28 to 30. That will show in Italy. What else? So this is coming after like when Gucci, a high fashion brand, sold its NFT using like the Christie's auction platform Gucci Aria. So the Gucci brand sold an NFT for $25,000, and the Gucci Aria NFT, all of the money that it's directed toward UNICEF USA. So I just want to explain you guys, like big players, big like high luxurious brands are getting into NFT because it's provide them, because what these platform are, like what this like big luxurious thing are, these are the companies or brand that are built by the people who feel amazed, like who feel like they are the only one who can afford this thing. But with NFTs, what with NFT happens is you can prove that, because there's a lot of fake out there of Gucci, or like in this case like Dolce & Gabbana. So there's a lot of fake out there. So it provides them the opportunity to be like authentic. Like you can verify. So like if I own a Gucci NFT, it will be like I can prove you guys this is original Gucci, because many feel like this is not Gucci, and they are catered to the audience which is like in that criteria, or like which is in that sector, that want to be in that scale, that want to spend that to like get that feel, to get that luxurious thing. So yeah, so nothing big. Website just look insanely like luxurious. So they have mentioned a video, like I'm gonna play you guys a video. This is a big news, guys. This is big news. See, so they are doing an exclusive drop with UNXT, the Dolce & Gabbana collection Genesis. So feel like they cater to an audience which wants to feel luxurious. So just want to mention that it's a big deal, guys. It's a big deal, and see the like how they were working. It was very artistic to have that, and they will be on Polygon to like provide less like gas fees and stuff, because gas fee like now is like low, 12 go high, but it can be like high up to like 40, 50. Like last week it was 60. Like remember I was doing a transaction, it was like 60, like see 18 go high. So yeah, so not only like high fashion and brands are getting into this space, but NGOs are also getting into space to like raise funds to like to enable that. So a non-government organization, Save Tigray, has announced it will be using the proceeds from the sale of non-fungible token to support its goal of averting famine in Ethiopia. So this is I want to mention like this is just like my biases, because I work I'm working in Doing Good, which is NFT marketplace which wants to do good. So like we help like to support this cause. So this is like totally aligned with my vision, like which I support. So this is like it feels so good, like this is happening. We are just not like, we are in a market like that wants it. So just like biases around that. So yeah, so they said that the proceeds of the NFT sales will be donated to the organization that include the World Food Program, International Rescue Committee, UNICEF, and Save the Children. So they also said that NGOs switched to the idea of raising funds by NFT sales. So this like, guys, this technology is gonna change the world, and the one that who adopt it very early, they will be on the forefront of that. They will have huge advantage, because guys, it's hard to understand this stuff. Like you have to put in the hours, put in those stuff. So it's hard to understand. So you have to understand this stuff, and just this is a time, because there's no much hype going around, there's no much price volatility, the price is steady. So this is a time where you can cut out of the noise, like you can cut out of the bullshit that's out there. You can straight watch to the point. So this is what I want to mention. So if you want to learn, this is the perfect time, because you can move through the noise. So yeah, so the last year they planned to create NFT from fair trade art created by women from Tigray, but the advent of the war in November put an end to those plans. So instead they're making an NFT based on interpreted photos of tragedy, which is they're moving, the storyline is so great. So they are making an NFT based on interpreted photos of those tragedy, and they will sell our NFT marketplace and the proceed to 4 groups. So yeah, so they are like going through like energy consumption, because they're trying to make that, because there's been a lot of debate going on. And on 24th, I'm going to stream tomorrow. On Wednesday, there will be a debate between Jack and Elon, Jack Dorsey from Twitter, and everyone knows who Elon is, about the Bitcoin mining, like energy consumption. So I'm going to stream today. That's the topic. So if you guys are interested, like that thing is called as the B word, if I am right. The B word event, yeah. So the B word event, yeah. So this is the B. Just let me put it this, yeah. So this is happening on 21st. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. So yeah, just want to mention that a lot of folks, lot of big folks out there. Nick Carter, one of the amazing guys. Lynn Alden, great. Adam Back. You cannot ask more folks than like Kathy Woods, Jack Dorsey. So like it's just amazing, like who guys are there. So yeah, just want to mention that. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. The another thing that I want to talk about is this. This is let's talk about NFT, because if we are on the NFT platform, so yeah, let's talk about NFT. So the Alibaba e-commerce website. So this is just amazing, like how NFTs is getting crazy in like the Western and the Eastern countries, especially in China. So yeah, so Near Protocol, if you don't know, like Near Protocol is a blockchain, just like any other blockchain. So they are a blockchain. They are more in the Asian side. So like they are also in India. So yeah, so Near Protocol is working with blockchain gaming firm Web3 Games and Chinese artist Hashan Huang to sell his non-fungible token real estate, and these are amazing. Like I'll show you the NFTs I've up. Just let me like figure this out. So yeah, I've seen those NFTs. These are amazing NFTs I'm going to show you. So yeah, so the Alibaba owned the web, one of the largest e-commerce websites in China, launched the festival in 2016 to encourage young Chinese artists and entrepreneurs to promote their art in this exhibition and sell their work to the website. So they are doing this through NFT this year, and the festival is like ongoing from 17 to 25 July. I will research more about this today. So yeah, so NFTs, which of like decentralized public chill with network tokens, seem to like survive the recent crackdown in China. Like there's been a lot of crackdown in China, and I'm going to show you like Malaysia is also getting cracked on. This just like how much like the Malaysia thing is so like fascinating to me. So yeah, so the NFTs has been like they get a relief because of the China crackdown, because yeah, so the it's not like they're not like any cryptocurrency. So like the China agreed that these are not cryptocurrency, and you cannot like they have mentioned it like here. They have mentioned this like here. Yeah. So yeah. So they mentioned like NFTs are not cryptocurrencies and cannot be traded at a much higher value. So yeah, shortly after sale. So like the thing that you buy cannot be traded. So they have clarified like NFTs are good in China. So nothing bad. So they claim that this sale is the first time that the Tababo Maker Festival included NFTs. Buyer will be able to place their order on Tababo and make a payment with local Chinese currency. And however, the company said the potential buyers will need to click through a link. So they can buy through the fiat currency of China. They will click a link and register for the near wallet to claim their NFT art. So it's like that what happens to like if you want to onboard people, you provide them like they pay in the fiat currency, and then you provide them a link and the link make them a wallet, and the wallet through the link it's all linked on the back end. So the link has a wallet link to it, and then the wallet gets the NFT to it. So yeah, so they are a huge virtual complex where you can unusually. So if I show you the things, this like I'm gonna show you. Give me a sec. So these are the NFTs. Like these are so fascinating NFTs. Like these are so much interesting. Like I like the most I like was this one because it's futuristic, it's green, and like this is just fascinating. Like it's just so good. Like I don't know how much it is. Like I cannot read like the Chinese language. But yeah, if I see on the, let's click on that way. Okay, so let's see the art. So the artwork. So that's what I want to talk, because last like the yesterday, like the last live stream, we talked about WazirX NFT marketplace combining with Sanma. They're doing a partnership, and they could do that too. Like they can. This is the type of criteria that you can expect from those folks, like NFT folks. It's like there's so much collaboration going on. See the artwork. This is just so awesome artwork. See other artworks. This is fascinating. Like these are all fascinating artwork, guys. These are all fascinating artworks, digital artworks. So yeah, so NFTs are like getting ahead, and I feel like I am expecting big things from like WazirX and Sunburn too, because we talked about this. And now let's talk about like Malaysia crackdowning on Chinese miners. So yeah, so there's been a lot of illegal mining going on in China. Just want to mention that. So because of that, 10,000 mining Bitcoin machines have been totally destroyed in Malaysia after they were seized for illegal mining cryptocurrencies. And those mining rings, like you can see, like I'm going to show you a video, like they're totally rolling over the Bitcoin mining rings. So, and these machines cost like $1.26 million. So yeah, so I will show you the video, and then we can like I can talk to you more things about it. See, they are destroying the Bitcoin mining ring, and this is just so like these are money making machines. So I can agree on like what this is. I just want to mention like I can agree like what this is, like why they did so, because they were using the illegal electricity. So yeah, a total of 6 people have been successfully charged, and the authorities said that a mining machine were using stolen electricity from the SEB electricity supplies to mine Bitcoin. And because of this, there's been a lot of like power outages in Malaysia, and they found those folks illegal electricity supply connection theft. They did this. So just want to mention like this is like the things that is happening all around the world. And but just back to this. These are like I cannot these are great NFT. Like I love those artworks. This is like just like I want to buy those. Like I don't know how much those are, but I want to buy those NFTs. Let's just put it that way. So yeah. So NFT. What is? Oh, so okay. So this is like these are special 10 NFTs. Like these will be one of one. These are like 300 NFTs. You can see these are like same NFTs, but they have like different numbering through it. And then there are like 1,000 NFTs of this. This is just fat. These are like, I just love these NFTs. Let's just put it that way. So I want to buy. I don't know how can I buy this, but yeah. Another thing that like this is one of the things that I want to talk about, and this is the thing that I want to talk about. Like this is like this is like the last articles of stuff. Tennessee, a state in US, has said like the mayor has said that they are looking to accept property taxes in Bitcoin. So the world is moving, whether we agree or not. The world is moving with Bitcoin. And India is still trying to figure out. I just feel like so disappointed in the Indian government. Is like the world is moving with this stuff, and you have to. So yeah, United States city of Jackson, Tennessee continues to explore a potential deep dive into cryptocurrencies, now looking to accept BTC for property tax payments. Jackson mayor announced late Thursday that a city blockchain task will force. Task force had launched to study like the potential method to accept property taxes in Bitcoin. So they are like trying to see like how can they so, and why they are saying so, because they earlier took like those folks are like right along my alley, not like what like the people in India thinks what inflation is, because they are going with like the inflation blast that is the US devaluing. So if you see, why do we accept inflation? Why don't we demand more from federal government? 6.3% in 2 years, 172.8% in my lifetime. Every year a dollar's value left. This is no rebound. There is only one fix: Bitcoin. Cannot agree more. And guys, to bring things in perspective, if there is 6.3% inflation in just America, there is like 12-15% inflation in India. And this is what I want to like convey in my like one of my college presentation, and teacher were like, what? Like they could not believe inflation was a real thing, because they have been brainwashed, or like they cannot believe this stuff like inflation like makes you poor. So yeah, so Tennessee is moving with paying property taxes in Bitcoin, while Indian folks still don't believe like Bitcoin is a thing. And the last article that I want to mention is like there's been a lot of like there's a lot been trolling going around on Twitter, and this is one of the Twitter. So if you guys know, we talked about the last live stream where Jack Dorsey is trying to like announce that Square is building a new open source platform for non-custodial Bitcoin services. So to bring this in perspective, what it means, they are making DeFi on top of Bitcoin. To which Aave co-founder said that because Aave is like DeFi on Ethereum, right? Aave is DeFi on Ethereum, and Jack wants to build DeFi on Bitcoin. To which Aave founder said that then the Aave folks should build Twitter on Ethereum. So this is like a quite big thing. Jack, who is the founder of Twitter, wants to build DeFi on Bitcoin, while the founder of DeFi on Ethereum wants like, if they are going through this, they want to build Twitter on Ethereum, which is just like this. So since they mentioned like, since Jack is going to build Aave on Bitcoin, Aave should build Twitter on Ethereum. This is just fascinating. Like this bit like troll, a small thing going on, but I love this shit, which brings like motivation, or like this is like, this thing motivates me. So yeah. So this news come after this, and Stan just took everything from Jack, like how Jack described this is gonna be led, like the Jack said this is this, and this is gonna be led by Mark. We talked about this in the last live stream, and they all said that Jordan will lead this effort. So this is just fascinating, like how they did so. The founder of Aave. So yeah, this is like one of the things that I want to mention. I don't know if you guys wanna go through another article or not, but I have one thing that I want to talk about. Terra. So Terra Luna, like they are the fourth biggest like stable coin. Terra USD So they are raising $150 million for the DeFi ecosystem fund. So they are like they are in South Korea, if I'm right. So they have raised. So yeah, this is the last thing I want to mention out. But before we guys go, I know you guys might be feeling like what is happening, what this is like. But guys, the market is low. I've lost a lot of money. You guys have, like, most of the folks that are like contacting me, they have invested when it was like at the top. So guys, just want to mention, if you are like, if you made your mind to invest when Bitcoin was $50,000 and you were cursing like you should have gotten earlier, this is the time. The Bitcoin price is like, you if you bought 50,000, this is the time when you can buy more Bitcoin on the same price. So, and just look at the long picture, guys. Like, year to day returns, these are mind-boggling returns. Like stock, like even the lowest things, if you put it this way, see, like I cannot like argue more on that. So yeah, just want to mention that, like 7,000, 5,000%, and like people are saying why Polygon is like getting a dip. It has a 5,000% return over the last year. You have to understand how much things you want to go. It would go more, I can agree on that. Like, I don't know how much it go, but it had already had its big run. It need to slow down, guys. It need to slow down. So yeah, just want to mention that. And if you guys can give me a support to like the Algorand podcast, it would mean a lot to me. So yeah, before that, I'm trying my best to like do a live stream or like bring a video to you so that I can upload my content. And let me know, guys, what you want. Within, guys, just put me in the comment or like tag me on Twitter. But this is the content that I'm going with. First, like, I want to explore this content, and then I have another content in my mind. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna let you guys go, have your weekend, or like have a start of your week. Return to your afternoon. See ya. Peace out.